You know that moment when someone just disappears? Not ghosting you, but the quiet kind of disappearance that makes you wonder, what happened to her? Maybe because you have felt that pull too, the urge to vanish, to stop performing, to just breathe again. Picture this. It is a rainy Tuesday evening and you are curled up on the couch, thumb scrolling endlessly through your feed. Laughter from vacation posts, filter sunsets, quick stories of triumphs big and small, they all blur into a comforting hum. But then you pause. Her profile, silent. No updates, no likes, no trace. The woman who once shared raw thoughts on late night walks or celebrated tiny wins with you, she has gone quiet. Not for a day, but months. What pulls someone like that into the shadows? And why does it stir something deep in you? A quiet echo of your own unspoken pauses. Stick around, because what unfolds is not about vanishing acts. It is about the fierce, hidden work of coming alive again. You have seen it, have you not? That friend in your mid-20s, the one juggling freelance gigs and coffee dates who suddenly drops off the grid. Her stories stop mid-summer glow up, and by fall it is crickets. Or the colleague in her 30s, always the first to comment on your wins, whose feed fades like an old Polaroid. It is not dramatic, no goodbye post or cryptic emoji, just space. A deliberate hush in a world screaming for shares and stories. And in that quiet, you wonder, is she okay? Or is this the kind of pause that whispers, I am choosing me right now? These moments are not rare. They are ripples in the lives of so many women we know, hinting at something deeper than a bad algorithm or forgotten password. Let us lean in closer to that hush. It often starts with what psychologists call social overload, the relentless scroll that turns connection into comparison. You know the ache, seeing curated lives while yours feels like a rough draft. Studies have shown that this constant input can spike anxiety and FOMO, fear of missing out, leading many women to hit pause as a form of self-preservation. You can feel it when you stop comparing, your energy starts to come back. Think of it like a battery running low. Extroverts might recharge in the crowd, but for introverts, or those leaning that way, social media's buzz drains faster than it fills. As Susan Cain, author of Quiet, The Power of Introverts, observes, introverted women especially crave solitude to process emotions deeply, not superficially. It is not avoidance, it is necessity. Even just 30 minutes less on social media a day can lift your mood, cutting depression symptoms by a third in young adults, many of them women navigating career pressures and relationships. Add in burnout, the emotional exhaustion from juggling it all, and suddenly, logging off becomes an act of rebellion against the mental load. Women, often wired for empathy, absorb others' energies like sponges, and when the feed floods with perfection, it tips into fatigue. Picture Alex, a 28-year-old graphic designer I once knew. Her days blurred into nights of edits and endless direct messages, until one quiet morning she archived her account. It was not running, she shared later. It was breathing room to remember who I am beyond the likes. And honestly, I have been Alex too. Scrolling at midnight, feeling both inspired and drained. These breaks? They are digital detoxes in disguise, rooted in attachment theory's secure base, stepping back to rebuild that inner anchor when the outer world feels too stormy. But here's the twist that might surprise you. Emerging from that silence often sparks creativity and clarity you did not see coming, turning withdrawal into a quiet revolution. In that space, it is okay if it feels raw, like unraveling a thread that has held you together too tightly. These women are not broken or distant by choice. They are feelers in a filtered world carrying the weight of unseen aches, the self-doubt that whispers, "Am I enough?" amid endless highlights. The quiet grief of comparisons that chip away at your glow. If you have ever closed an app feeling smaller, know this. Their silence mirrors your own hidden longings for rest, for realness, for a moment where the only like you need is your own. Have you ever taken a break, not because you were tired, but because you were losing yourself online? They are not hiding. They are honoring the soft parts that social media cannot touch. And in that empathy, you see it. This is not weakness. It is the resilience of women who pause to mend, emerging not just whole, but wiser. So, what if that disappearance is not an end, but a bridge to a self that is unapologetically yours? Understanding these pauses invites you to tend your own edges. Set a boundary here, breathe into the quiet there. As one study in Computers and Human Behavior suggests, even short breaks from screens foster mindfulness and boost emotional intelligence, helping you show up more fully in the connections that matter. It is independence wrapped in vulnerability, a reminder that your worth is not measured in posts or replies. Next time you notice a silence or feel one rising in you, lean into it. Let it be the soil where reflection roots deep, clarity blooms, and you step back into the light, not chasing the feed, but leading your own story. Maybe your silence is not a retreat. Maybe it is you finally listening. Because true glow up, it starts in the hush. If this resonates like a soft nod to your own quiet seasons, hit that like if it lit something up for you and subscribe for more whispers on healing in the everyday. Your glow matters, and sharing it here builds the kind of community that sees you truly. Drop a comment below. Tell me, what did silence teach you? Or the last time you chose pause over post. Let us hold space for each other's stories, because in the sharing, we all step a little brighter.